Greetings and welcome, dedicated esports and Rocket League enthusiasts. I am Arlinksy3, your navigator through the intense battlegrounds of the Division 2 ATL Rocket League Pilot Season Elimination Finals. As we dive headfirst into the electrifying clash, get ready for heart-pounding action that will define the essence of esports excellence. Brace yourselves for a spectacle of skill and strategic brilliance as the contenders in tonight's elimination showdown for victory in the pressure-packed arena. The stakes are higher, the tensions are palpable, and the thrill is about to escalate to unprecedented levels. In this elimination showdown, the formidable over 30s facing off against the resilient challengers, Grizzly Bears. It is not just a match, it is an esports spectacle that guarantees to captivate and leave you breathless. If you miss the now-biting quarterfinal clash, worry not. Tonight's elimination finals promise an even more riveting display of skill and determination. Get ready for an exhilarating journey as these teams battle to continue through the season finals, stepping one step closer to the grand finals on November 26th. Don't forget to stay connected. Hit that subscribe button, join us on Discord, follow us on social medias, and visit our website for an exclusive look at the intense battles across all divisions. A heartfelt shout out to our sponsors, VR Canberra, Questacon, and our latest prize partner, Urban Axe Throwing Canberra. Their unwavering support has propelled our prize pool beyond 2,000 AUD in value, setting the stage for an unforgettable elimination final. The synergy between players, teams, fans, and sponsors builds the foundation for an epic esports saga. Grab your controllers, esports enthusiasts. The ATL Rocket League Pilot Season Elimination Finals are not just an event. They mark the continuation of an esports saga that promises waves of excitement. Get ready for a gaming extravaganza that will keep you at the edge of your seat. Welcome in to the first elimination final match between the fierce over 30s and the challenging fierce Grizzly Bears, kickstarting the exciting elimination finals. We will unfortunately say goodbye to our first team in the pilot season here in 2023. Who will it be? We'll find out in a matter of time, but who is playing on these fierce teams taking on the elimination final this evening? The over 30s are the home team in this elimination final, and playing on the home team, the Captain Dolly and the experienced Fat take on the fierce challengers in the Grizzly Bears with the Captain Teddy alongside Teddy is Donkey, as these fierce opponents have one last fighting chance in this elimination final. Only one team can progress further. Who will it be? The home team gets the advantage of selecting 3 maps in this match in the best of 5 game format, and 3 maps they have selected to kickstart all of this exciting and epic action. The over 30s have selected Aquadome for game 1. Game 3, we're on Sovereign Heights. Game 5, Champions Field if we go to that tiebreaker, and what a way to see it out. The Grizzly Bears select 2 maps as the away team, and selecting 2 maps they have done. Game 2, Beckwith Park, and Game 4, Farmstead. So some very, very epic map in the rotation this evening. And what a way to kickstart the elimination final. Let's dive in to our team's win-loss ratio and win percentage coming into this elimination final. The over 30s on your left-hand side of the screen. Grizzly Bears on the right. 6 on the season standings coming in the finals. Plays 7th on the season standings. The match win-loss ratio, including the finals matches, for the over 30s is 0.4 and a 29% match win. The Grizzly Bears, still zeros there. They are on the hunt for their first win, but it could be here tonight in a major upset, and they could go on another week to fight in the pilot season. The game win-loss ratio for the over 30s is 0.5 and a win percentage of 33%. Playing the Grizzly Bears, 0.38 win-loss ratio and win percentage of 28. For those of you who are joining us here new, obviously those who have been here through and through, you understand my focus is this game department. And we can see with the Grizzlies not having a match win yet, that keeps them at zeros, but it does help us understand in their game department how they go. And we can see the percentage is close and the ratio between these two teams are close. So these teams know how to win games. This is the match where it matters most, and TO3 only just have that advantage over the Bears with 0.12 gap in win-loss ratio and a 5% gap there in the game win percentage. So where and how did these players get here? Well, we started in the upper bracket, and you can see all the teams where they begun. All 7 teams begun in the upper bracket. TO3 going down to Black Hawk Gaming, 3 game wins to 0. And the Grizzly Bears going down to Vikings Rebellion, 3 game wins to 1. Both of them challenged their fierce opponents, but it didn't eliminate them. It sent them down here to where we are right now, the elimination final, the first one. And whoever wins this match will progress in the lower bracket to face the KFC boys in the 3rd elimination final. Archer Bobby 222 is here in the commentary box with me this evening. Archer Bobby, what are your thoughts on this elimination final? Who do you think will win this game? What is your score prediction? And do you have a standout player coming into this elimination match?
Thank you so much, Linksy, for having me in the commentating box. Hello, everybody. We are here for the first elimination finals. I'm so excited. These two teams, I'm going to be honest, I cannot place a proper prediction. I am on one side at 1 second, and then on the other, I just can't choose. These two teams have fought so hard even to get to this elimination final, and one of them will be coming out on top at the end, and unfortunately, yes, we will have to say goodbye. So because of that, I just don't know. It is absolutely going to be mayhem out there on the field, organized mayhem on that Rocket League ATL field, and I am absolutely eager to see what all of these players have to put on the field of this elimination match. The stakes are very high, Linksy, and I think that that's really going to either help or hurt these teams when it comes to their gameplay and their teamwork on the field. So I don't have a standout player just yet because everyone is just absolutely fantastic, and I really do think that it's going to be a whole different game from both of these teams and all of these players here on tonight's field. So I'm very excited for both teams. I know that we'll have to say goodbye to one, and I know that we have fans for TO3 and the Grizzly Bears in the chat, and I know that everybody has a bit of a prediction going on in their mind, but I just can't pick Linksy, and I'm sure I'll have a standout player once we get into the games, and I'll be sure to let you know of that as soon as I have one. But heading into this game and into this match, I don't have one just yet to share with you all, but it's going to be tough. I can predict that I think we are going to make it to that overtime all the way at the end in the tiebreaker. So I think it's going to be 3-2 either way. As we know, there has to be one winner, but I just don't know which way it's going to go yet, Linksy. It's all out there for both of these teams, and the stakes are very high. Slip-ups, they're not an option. Mistakes are not an option here on this field tonight. So these teams have a lot to fight for, and I think that's definitely going to determine how they go on the field tonight. So there's a lot on stake for both of these teams. So it's hard to pick. It really is. Thank you, Linksy, for having me in the commentating box. I cannot wait to get into this first game.
So, Archie, a bit hard to pick. First time ever. Archie has been unable to place a prediction on who she thinks will come out victorious. I think this will be a very close match as well. The last time we saw the Grizzly Bears take on the over 30s, I know match official will correct me if I'm wrong, but the final score was 3-2, and the Bears were down 2-0 and came back to make it a serious tiebreaker. And I believe that last game there for Game 5, in that match, the last time these two teams matched up, the Bears only lost by a point. And it was very, very close. So I am very eager to see how these teams go. I know the Bears are hungry for a win, and no doubt they'll be looking to get their first win here in the elimination final. And what better way to secure your first win if you're a Grizzly Bear fan or a Grizzly Bear player? But we know the over 30s, Dolly and Faf, we know what they're capable of, and we've seen Dolly particularly become very comfortable in the ATL Rocket League pilot season over recent weeks, which has seen some unique plays come in from TO3 and get over the line in some games in a couple of matches against fierce opponents. And no doubt after that 3-0 against Black Hawk Gaming, 21 goals were scored against them in that game, and they responded with 5 goals. TO3 will be looking to replenish that and respond to let these other teams know that they are a force to be reckoned with. There is trouble coming their way if they take on either one of these teams, but we know one of these teams will have to go face the fierce KFC boys, who gave the Ultraviolet Esports squad a very, very tough challenge the other night in the semi-final. So whoever wins here tonight will have the challenge in the KFC boys, but the momentum of the win no doubt can help them. Lower bracket is filled with the teams there. There is obviously still one last team that can fall down to the lower bracket, and that is that upper bracket match here, the preliminary match between Ultraviolet Esports and Black Hawk Gaming on the 19th of November. Whoever loses that match will go to the lower bracket. They are not eliminated, and they will play in the preliminary final in the lower bracket to determine who plays in what decider. So UVE are still undefeated. Can they maintain that and get themselves the home spot for the ultimate season decider, or will Black Hawk Gaming stop that trend for UVE? The focus here tonight, though, is TO3 and the Grizzly Bears. Dolly and Faf taking on Teddy and Donkey. And our players are almost ready to go here. They are getting themselves ready in chat, looking after their health. They've gone for their bathroom break. They have their water, and they are ready to go. We're on Aquadome, so that is a perfect start. If you don't have water yourself, be sure to be looking after your health throughout these epic matches, because we'd love to see you here for the next one. Beautiful scenery on Aquadome here. Selected by the over 30s. Here we go to kickstart the elimination final. Teddy with first touch and the kickoff momentum. Faf happy to clear that for TO3 though. You can feel these players. They all have power nice and early. A strike. Save from Dolly. Captain on captain. And TO3 refuses to concede in the early stages of this game. Donkey looks to take it back to midfield up the wall. Wall pinch just not working out for him. But here's Captain Teddy to keep the ball on TO3. But a great clearance from Dolly. And Fast is there to score for TO3. Holding the Storm for 33 seconds almost in their half. And TO3 respond, claiming the first goal of the elimination finals and this match. Faf and Dolly working well there for TO3. The Bears were there, but just positioning stopped them from being able to really prevent that goal from going through and conceding the first point. But they have so much time to be able to respond. But they don't want to let that lots of time creep up on them. And there's only 30 seconds left. Set up for Fast, but a great save from Donkey. Great defense from the Bears. That was a powerful setup from TO3. The captain, Dolly. Great setup for his teammate there, but a great positioning and save from Donkey. Sees the Bears save that. TO3 looking calm and composed here in the early stages. No doubt after that first goal, they've shaken some nerves off. They've got to open that opportunity, and Fast strikes again. Dolly bumping his opponent out of the way. Teddy tried to get back, but Fast saw the opportunity and took it, striking at 101 k's per hour. 2 goals to 0. TO3 leading game 1 on Aquadome, but Teddy wins that kickoff, getting the momentum back for Grizzly Bears. The Bears are matching TO3, but the little errors that they're making in defense is allowing TO3 to capitalize and seize the score at 2-0. With just over 3 minutes left, the Bears do have time. And the good thing about game 1 is that they can shake their nerves off and come out strong in game 2. That was a great setup, but just missed the connection there, Teddy, as Fast now clears that. That was a great read and offensive play from Grizzly Bears to create that for themselves. Dolly has something cooking here, but cleared by the Bears. Up the wall, met with Donkey. Faf has other plans though and looks to keep this ball in Bear territory. Donkey and Teddy doing well to not concede a goal since the last one. Obviously yet to strike. They would love to see the bleeding stop as we approach halfway into game 1. That's a great pass, Teddy, off to the side. The Bears are putting the pressure on the TO3 as Faf accidentally bumped Dolly there. Took him out of play, which kind of worked for them, but Teddy won't let that one go through as Dolly strikes. Just missing that connection there was Donkey. If the Bears can connect on these shots, no doubt we will see more conversions come through, but maybe at the early stage of the game to just get comfortable, it could be a little bit too tricky until they understand how TO3 want to tackle and attack this game. As Donkey has that ball in the corner, we are seeing the Bears are setting up plays, but TO3 are doing well to hold it, and Fast with his hat-trick. The aerial dribble in for TO3. 3 goals in a row for the over 30s, and Fast has scored all 3 goals. We know the Bears respond late in games as well. We cannot overlook that, particularly here in an elimination final. No doubt they will be looking to respond. That shot on goal will be caught and saved by Fast as he looks to dribble it down the guts, and that he does, but it just veers over to the side. That contest and physical presence from Donkey, no doubt, helped make it a bit hard there for Fast to try and get the shot on goal. A great touch from Dolly. This could be threatening. Oh, Donkey was there, but unfortunate. The pressure from TO3 as Dolly gets his first goal in the elimination final. Sees TO3 at 4 points to 0. 1 minute 14 left on the clock. Fast with 3 goals. Dolly with 1. Grizzly Bears yet to strike, and Fast off the backboard there, but Bears have other plans. Will not keep that ball at center. Dolly with a great connection. It could be in there. Off the backboard. Dolly's demo Donkey. Fast just calm and composed in the corner here to try and at least put pressure onto the Bears, but they're holding the ground well here, Teddy and Donkey, with 45 seconds left. 4 points play 0. We know the Bears can strike in the last minute as they go forward here. Could this be an opportunity? Donkey's blown up. Dolly there, bit of revenge. But Fast clears that for TO3. 30 seconds left. 4 points, play 0. And we see the ball in Grizzly half. Dolly and Fast doing well to apply the pressure on the Bears, but the Bears doing well to remain composed as Donkey with an air dribble, but that's interfered by Fast. Teddy looks to strike, but Dolly's there to clean it up. Donkey with one last shot, and this is where the Bears wanted to just get 1 goal on the board. Teddy strikes, but it's saved by Fast. TO3, the defense has been strong in game 1, and it sees them not concede 1 goal. They take game 1, 4 points to 0. Archer Lobby 2-2-2. This is the start that the over 30s wanted. The Bears, what do you think the Bears need to do to get themselves back into this match in game 2?
Thank you for having me in the commentating box, Linksy. What a first game from both teams. Even though there's no points on the board there for Grizzly Bears as of yet in this match, they still played a fantastic first game, because the thing is that the rust does need to be shaken off a little bit. These two teams have both been in the finals arena once before. Now they are here in the highest of all the stakes before they can move forward is the elims. So if they, are having that on their mind, I think that that's something that mentally, to move around that is definitely a hard thing. And to continue to play at such a high level and having that on mind, I just think they need to compose a little bit more. What a first game. Good luck in game 2.
Over 30s, no doubt. Feeling good, taking game 1. The elimination series currently 1-0. As we go into game 2, the Bears look to respond. Oh, that was a great clash between players, but the ball's in Grizzly territory. Donkey and Teddy straight on the defense, and Donkey's got that all under control as he takes up the wall. Looks for a great aerial dribble, that veers over to the corner. Demo's Fast, that's what they needed to start off with. Teddy's there to meet it. Can Donkey strike? That's cleaned up by Dolly. TO3 not letting a goal go through just yet. After not conceding in game 1, the Bears will look to strike nice and early here. And if they can get the first goal, that would be great momentum for them on Beckwith Park, which is the map they selected for this elimination final. Great clearance there. Fast was there to strike, but the Bears just knew their opponent was waiting for that opportunity. Dolly and Fast, we've seen doing a great job at creating a wall here and keeping it in the Bears' half. But the Bears are being able to crack it and get it out, which helps, allows them to breathe and put some pressure onto the TO3 defense. I think that from what we're seeing, they might have to get a bit up in their face a little bit more and just apply pressure. Open the opportunity, just gone missing there for Donkey, but he centers the ball. Teddy's there. He connects, and the goal's in! The Bears get the first goal of game 2, and that's exactly what they needed. Teddy, the captain, comes in to score his first goal in the elimination final. The first goal for the Bears. They stop the bleeding, and they have the momentum in game 2 on Beckwith Park. 3 minutes 30 left on the clock. Plenty of time left for the Bears to maintain their momentum, and plenty of time for TO3 to shut the momentum down. As Fast and Donkey collide in the air there, it stays in a bit of a similar area. As it's bouncing, Dolly meets it, but it's saved there by Donkey in the corridor. Dolly and fast. A great shot from Dolly, but the follow-up connection just missed there. Very lucky for the Bears as they won't concede a goal. And Donkey looks to clear it, and he does. He goes down the wing. He now has Fast. If his captain's there, they could put some pressure on, but a great contest from Fast eliminates that play and stops the momentum. Wow, that wall pinch almost working out there for Fast. Dolly with a great touch. A great play from TO3. Sending it back into the Bears half. Not letting it go. And Dolly there to touch it with the nose of his Octane. And pops it in at 73 k's an hour to tie it all up. It's 1-1. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. The Bears matching TO3 here in game 2 as Teddy takes his ball forward down the wing, met by Fast. Donkey with a shot on goal, just gone missing. Saved there by Fast, with the opportunity open up for Donkey. Connection almost worked there. Seen some creative shots on goal from all players and both teams coming in here. Great save from Donkey there with that threatening shot from Dolly. This is an opportunity for Bears. Teddy follows up on that clearance from Donkey and looks to set something up, but Dolly, fierce and aggressive in the contest. Twice there, sees the ball back right where TO3 won it. Off the backboard, saved by Teddy. Oh, sorry, that didn't hit the backboard. That was going in, but it was saved by Teddy there. The Bears do well to clear it. Teddy could strike. Are the Bears there? Just missing the connection was Donkey. Teddy centers the ball. There's another opportunity, but Fast clears that well with composure for TO3. The over 30s now look to strike themselves. Shot on goal saved by Donkey. That is 3 saves from Donkey here in game 2. We have just over 90 seconds left. It is still 1-1, and the Grizzly Bears look to center the ball, but that's interfered by Fast. Now Dolly Fast, we've seen that they've strike through the corridor when they have the opportunity. They try to strike with pace and power and precision to get that goal. Interfered there in the air was Fast on Donkey. TO3 are trying to shut down this Bear momentum, but they have created great opportunities for themselves on goal here in game 2. Dolly and Faf seem a bit more composed going forward and trying to create an offensive play. Donkey almost on there with a minute left. 1-1. Everything's still all tied up. Dolly now looks to go forward. Shot on goal saved again by Donkey. Goalkeeper Donkey not allowing any more goals to go through. You can see how much the Bears want this, and you can see how much TO3 want to maintain the momentum and be 2-0 up here in this elimination final. But the Bears, with 30 seconds left, are not letting that happen. They are keeping themselves well and truly in this game. They just need to convert on some of these creative goals that they've gone. That's got pace on it, but it will be saved by Dolly there. Bit of hang time. And another connection. Oh! What a save from the Bears! That was almost in! Oh, that... The Bears stay alive, and now they see the ball down in TO3 territory. Off the backboard, is Teddy there to strike? He is, but it touches the ground, and we go into overtime for game 2 on Beckwith Park. Donkey wins the kickoff to keep this powerful momentum going for the Bears. Teddy meets it in the air, but Fast contends and wins that to pass it to his captain, maybe unintentionally interfered by Donkey to keep it at half field. And now an opportunity opens up. They're in for a goal, but it veers over to the side. The Bears miss their opportunity. Very lucky for TO3. They do not concede in overtime, and Donkey goes for another shot off the wall, but that's stopped by Fast. Wow, this TO3 defense is showing difficult to crack, but the Bears are putting immense pressure onto it and could see it crack in a moment as Fast catches that ball and clears it. We're nearly 1 minute into overtime, and it's still 1-1. Dolly with a great aerial dribble, but a great save from Donkey shuts that play down. Wow, that was a great, calm, composed dribble from Dolly. We have not seen that from Dolly in the pilot season, so to see it in the elimination final was a spectacle. Donkey was doing that, has been doing that all pilot season, and Dolly looks to matches him in the air. Teddy's in for the Bears! The Bears score their goal! 1 minute 14 into game 2 overtime to take game 2. 2 points to 1. They cracked the defense to take game 2. 2 points to 1. The Bears respond after a very strong start from TO3 Archer, Bobby. Wow, that's what the Bears needed. Do you think over 30s will shut it down in game 3?
Well, I know that the Grizzly Bears wanted that clean slate. They wanted a 1-1 game. And going into game 3, I know that the Grizzly Bears are going to do their best. Absolutely anything they need to make sure that they keep that power surge that they have just gained. Yes, game 1 was a little bit rough for Grizzly Bears, but they definitely stood out of their comfort zone in game 2. And now, heading into game 3, TO3 is now on a whole different stake. They are needing to make sure that they can keep an upper hand on Grizzly Bears now. Again, it's a clean slate, and these teams have so much to fight for with a 1-point difference in overtime, and that goal save was phenomenal. I cannot wait to see what these two teams have to put onto the field in game 3, so good luck. We're on a clean slate now. Next game has an upper hand, and I think that's exactly what both teams are looking for. Have fun out there, TO3 and Grizzly Bears, and good luck.
The Bears responding when they needed to. And more importantly, in an overtime situation. What momentum for the Bears, shutting down that 4-0 first game from TO3. How will TO3 respond after game 2? And can the Bears keep the momentum? Here on Sovereign Heights, selected by the over 30s, the contest remains fierce between all 4 of these players and both teams. The Bears looking a bit more comfortable. Their defense seems composed. Teddy saves that shot by Fast, keeping it in the corner, but a great pinch from Dolly. Fast is there to connect, but a contest from Donkey. The Bears seem more composed and comfortable after that game win in game 2, but Dolly and Fast trying to cook something up here in the offensive plays. Ball remains in the corner. Now Donkey looks to clear this up, but Dolly sits on top of him, which kind of worked out for a moment. Pass it to his captain, interfered by Fast. The Grizzly Bears beginning to get some effective team players in, but Dolly is in there, ensuring that that shot does go in for TO3. 57 seconds into game 3 is Dolly, the captain of TO3. Donkey was there to try and save it, but just not the right touch. 1-0 sees TO3 leading game 3. Teddy's up to mid in the air. Centering ball saved by Fast. That shot would have been in. But a great defense from TO3 sees them not concede. The Bears look to respond here as Donkey clears this. And he does have a 2v1 scenario here if his captain comes into play. But goalkeeper Fast is there to look after the goal line for TO3. And he gets it over at Teddy. But, oh, he faked it! And he got the goal for TO3! Donkey was there, but Fast, just pulling out a trick, and he gets the goal at 71 k's an hour for TO3. Back-to-back goals. The Bears need to shut them down now. They can't let them get any more goals. They got to pull this gap back. We saw in game 1 what TO3 did with a lead like this. And we know that the Bears are capable of matching and overcoming this fierce TO3 squad as that shot just went missing. But Teddy's there to back it and get it in for the Bears. That's what they needed. Donkey setting it up for his skipper, and he strikes at 66 k's an hour on the right-hand side of goal to stop the bleeding for the Bears. That's what they needed. TO3, can they get a 2-point gap back, or will the Bears pull it to a draw and equaliser as Teddy takes it down the guts? Donkey now takes it to the side, up the wall, looking to set something up for his captain. Centering ball saved by Dolly. This defense in TO3 tonight has been strong. It has been quite the defensive wall that we have seen from TO3 in recent weeks. Making it hard for these Bears to score as Teddy looks after that goal line there, that shot on goal save. Dolly, that play shut down by Donkey, and now he's up in the animator, but just missing that connection for the Bears. Well, the Bears responding when they need to, but that's a great save. 3 save from Teddy's captain on captain. Dolly saw his opportunity to strike there for TO3 to get that 2-point lead back. But the Bears remain calm and composed. They see the ball forward. Teddy's there to strike again, and he strikes for the Bears off a Donkey's pass. The Bears go back to back to pull it back to an equalizer. 2 points all. 2 minutes 17 left on the clock. TO3, they have pace and momentum going forward, but the Bears seem to have composed themselves over the last couple of games as Teddy wins that kickoff to keep the momentum going. Dolly won't let that one go through. TO3 need to respond after conceding the past 2 goals to put themselves back in front and assert their dominance in the game. But Donkey, with the solo play, takes the game right on. That sees the Bears score 3 goals, getting over both of his opponents. 3 points to 2. The Bears have the lead by 1 point. They're cleaning up their offensive play, the Bears, and they are striking on their conversions. Well, they're converting, on their strikes. There's fast demos. Teddy there to take him out of play for a moment. Now, TO3 look to go forward. But Donkey meets the ball and has other plans. We have 1:40 left. The Bears are winning by 1 point, but TO3 are not out of it. Oh, Donkey! Donkey's got it in again for the Bears. From the corridor to the side and back in. Up in the top right-hand corner for 4 goals in a row for the Bears. Season with the 2-point margin. They have flipped things right around with 90 seconds left. TO3 need to respond. They need to put a goal on the board and stop this fierce Grizzly Bears. This momentum, the power that they have going for them right now is fierce. Oh, Fafs is in right when they needed it. The contest and the following up from TO3 all night has worked out for them. A great touch from Fafs. It goes in at 122 k's an hour, which pulls the score back 4 points to 3. A 1-point margin. TO3 trail with 1:20 left. Dolly with a kickoff goal. They go back to back. TO3 have pulled it back to an equalizer here in game 3. There is nothing separating these teams in this elimination final. You can see how much all of these players want this ultimate match win. We discussed how important the game wins were. Fast just missing that shot on goal, and the Bears clean that one up. Dolly just missing the connection. Teddy passes it to Teddy, Teddy strikes, but it's saved by Fast. He doesn't let that play go through. TO3 have learned, and there's 60 seconds left. It's all tied up. 4-all, 1-all. On the elimination scoreboard. Nothing, quite literally nothing, separates these two epic teams. They are not letting anything crack here in game 3. Awesome Donkeys over 1, but Dolly's there to save it for TO3. Not letting their defense crack. Fast there looking after their goal, and the great clearance now. Sees the ball in Grizzly Bear territory. 30 seconds left and it's still all tied up. 4 points all. Teddy's over 1. He's over 2. Ball's right where the Bears want it. Can they center it? TO3 would have set up by now. They're fast on that, particularly when the stakes. Oh, Donkey with the right touch. Donkey's in for his hat-trick and he scores the goal for the Bears at 86 k's an hour. Just the right touch made it uncomfortable for TO3 to try and stop that. 5 points to 4, 14 seconds left on the clock. TO3 have time to do it. They just need to pull it to a draw and take this to overtime as Fast went to go strike there, but cleared by Donkey. The Bears look to strike again. Connection missed there. Teddy keeps it in TO3 territory. Met by Fast. There's some hang time, but that touches the ground and Bears take game 3 going into half time. 5 points to 4. They're leading this elimination scoreboard 2 points to 1. Well, Archie Bobby 222, the Bears have turned it right around at halftime.
Absolutely they have, and I'm sure they will be absolutely stoked about that. The Bears have put something new onto the field, and I do think, and it does show that it is working out for them. TO3 had a very strong start, but now is one step behind the Grizzly Bears. And in this case, as we soon head into Game 4 after a short health break, making sure that all of our players and our staff are looking after themselves, we see that TO3 has 1 game win under the belt, whereas now Grizzly Bears have 2. So, in the next game, we could be seeing a Grizzly Bear win and victory with a 3-1. Or we could be seeing TO3 taking game 4 and pulling us into the tiebreaker, where again, it will be on an even playing field. And you know, even though we had a look at the statistics, the match percentage, the game percentages, quite honestly, out there on the field, even though it doesn't show in the Grizzly Bears statistics as much as it does on the field, Grizzly Bears have put up a very tough fight, sitting currently in 7th on the season standings, well before the finals, where the season standings is not quite what runs the show. In fact, it is the double elimination. And again, if you are joining us and you are new to the ATL Rocket League pilot season, we are here in the elimination final, guys. We will be saying goodbye to one of these teams, and it is going to be a sad goodbye. I know that there is so much love and support for both of these teams in the chat and throughout the whole Rocket League pilot season. So just an extended appreciation to everybody for that. TO3, they have shown up in every contest. They've made sure that they are there to really contend against the Grizzly Bears, because they don't want to be moved on from the pilot season. They don't want to say goodbye. But Grizzly Bears, this could be their first match win in the pilot season in this elimination final. And where is a better example of really trying till the absolute end? You will get through, Grizzly Bears, if you keep pushing. I know TO3 is going to put a very tough challenge up in front of you in each and every contest, and I know that's not going to get easier at any time soon for you, Grizzly Bears. It's definitely been a wild ride for these two teams throughout the round robins before we headed into the finals double elimination bracket, and it's definitely a lot on the line for both of these teams, and I think that's where it's hitting them most tonight. The plays and the teamwork still on the field, it's starting to show more comfort, more calmness, and less nerves, and I think that's exactly what the Grizzly Bears need to turn things around at the earlier stages of the match, which indeed they did in Game 2, and continue that flow. So now TO3 need to gain that flow back as they did from the start. It's been very, very close games, with the last game, Game 3, being a 1-point difference. Game 2 also being a 1-point difference. However, Game 1 was a 4-point difference, and TO3 were all over that and made sure that the first game nerves didn't get in the way of this incredible elimination finals we've seen on our hands so far. So a potential of 2 more games in this match, and that will be it for one of the teams in this pilot season. But we really do look forward to seeing how this all goes and what the results turn to be in the end. Either way, we celebrate both of these teams, and it's been a fabulous journey so far from both of them. Thank you so much, Linksy, for having me in the commentating box tonight. It's been an incredible match, an incredible night, and absolutely awesome commentary. Thank you, everyone, for your love and support in the chat and throughout the whole pilot season. Get ready for Game 4 as we head into a potential 3 points to 1 win, or we could be seeing a tiebreaker after this. So stick around. There is so much more to come. Good luck to both of the teams on Farmstead.
Yes, we head into Farmstead. Thank you, Archibobby222, for sharing some insights and your thoughts here in this first elimination final at half time. It's a very exciting match. These guys have been playing absolutely incredible. It's been an incredible performance from all of these players. As we take a brief moment to refresh what happens, whoever is victorious progresses to face the KFC boys. Whoever is defeated, unfortunately, their journey in this pilot season comes to an end and they will finish officially in 7th place. So the Bears with the momentum, they could be changing things around. Yes, they may have finished 7th on the season standings, but they're in a position where they can seal the deal with one game. They win this next game, they progress through to face the KFC boys in the third elimination final. It's the same with TO3 though. We know what TO3 is capable of. We have seen them. They have been only one of 2 teams that could defeat the Vikings Rebellion in this pilot season. And they did it early on in their early starting momentum and their powerful start. From the Vikings, TO3 matched them and shut that down. So the Bears are doing very well to match this TO3 squad. As we head into Farmstead, our players have got themselves ready. The Bears look to seal it out and progress forward to face the KFC boys in the third elimination final. We'll know in 5 minutes time if we're going to a tiebreaker or if the Grizzly Bears are victorious and claim their first match win, as Donkey wins the kickoff to keep momentum going. Bounces right where they want it. Teddy can strike. Oh, but a great read from Fast to remain calm and composed. Maybe the no boost really helped there as their centering ball opportunity gone missing with that strike from Dolly, but they keep this pressure on. The Bears now look to clear it off the wall, and Donkey, a great aerial dribble. He could be in, but a great save from Dolly. Sees them and not concede. Fast down the corridor, just hitting the top left-hand side there. Dolly backing it up to keep this pressure on the Bears. Donkey a bit risky. That didn't work out for the Bears, and TO3 will take that goal. Ooh, unfortunate, just a little error. Fortunate mistake. It's all right. Those things happen to the best of us. But TO3 take the first goal, 1-0. 4 minutes 20 left on the clock as Donkey saves that one, making sure that doesn't go through. Looking after the goals now. I'm sure he won't. He'll make sure that one won't happen again. They're in a great position. The Bears, they're right where they want to be. 2 game wins up. Oh, Fast almost flicking it over his opponents, but a great read from the Bears sees them not concede. As we're saying, the Bears are where they want to be on the overall scoreboard. As Fast strikes again for TO3. Oh, 2 points play 0. TO3 out with a strong start. 67 seconds in to game 4 of this first elimination final. Now, we have seen what the Bears have done in this last scenario where it was 2.0. They did come back and score 4 goals in a row. As Donkey keeps this ball, looks to keep this ball in TO3 territory. Fast is waiting for him to make his move, and he executes that well, Faf, to get the ball in Bear territory. Dolly could strike it, it does! 3 goals in a row for the over 30s. What a setup from Fafs. Off the corner. His captain is there to strike at 125 k's an hour. The over 30s go 3 goals in a row. Can the Bears stop this bleeding in the next play? Going forward, can they strike and convert? A great pass to his captain, Donkey there. Trying to keep that ball in the center, but Fast reads that to clean it up for TO3. The Bears defense maybe feeling the pressure from TO3 here on Farmstead. Oh, that could have been a great strike from Fast, but it just hit above on the crossbar. TO3 are keeping this ball in the Bears territory. They've got a wall set up here, looking to try and create their opportunities and strike. We know TO3 do not go down without a fight. Teddy's there to strike for the Bears, and they stop the bleeding in the air. Teddy with the aerial bombardment. The Bears not afraid to take the battle up into the air, matching TO3. 3 points to 1, 2 minutes 48 left on the clock. We have seen quite a bit more aerial work from all four of these players here in this match, and they seem a lot more comfortable. It's a great goal from Donkey there, just to make calm and composed with that demo, and Dolly knew he had all the time in the world to be able to score that goal, and he strikes for back-to-back goals for the Bears. 3 points to, we're just about at halfway of Game 4, and the Bears have scored the last 2 goals of this game. Great save there from Fast, but an incredible follow-up and touch from Teddy. Not working out for them as Fast takes it down the corridor and strikes. Saved by Donkey. Teddy sees an opportunity, but Dolly almost like baited him in, wanted him to take the strike that far out so he could save it and clear this ball now as TO3 centering ball. Teddy's there to save, but not enough as TO3 respond after conceding 2 goals. They take their lead back out to 2 points, 4 points to 2, 2 minutes 11 left on the clock. They hold the lead as of current, but can they maintain it to pull this elimination final to a tiebreaker? Teddy just missing that connection there, but a shuttle goal just a bit too high for Donkey. Dolly clears that, and he's right down the corner. He scores for TO3 for a hat-trick. The captain of TO3 stepping up for them in the elimination final. They do not want to go down without a true fight here, and they're leading 5 points to 2 with 1 minute 57 left. The Bears need to strike now. They've got to shut down this TO3 momentum if they want to seal the deal. That was risky, but it worked out for the Bears. The captain applying and playing all kinds of risk. And we know in finals risks, they can be quite costly and risky. But when they pay off, all the pressure, that was a great setup and shot just a bit too powerful for the Bears there. We have seen a bit more risky plays come in as the game's gone on, and it has worked out for the teams at some points. 5 points to 1 minute 10. That could have gone in, but Dolly's up on the backboard there to look after and get trouble away for TO3. An opportunity here for TO3 to strike and extend their lead, and he does just that. The captain of TO3 continues to assert the over 30s dominance here on Farmstead in Game 4. 6 points to a 4-point margin. 61 seconds left on the clock. TO3 responding after conceding the last 2 games with power. As the Bears go forward, less than a minute left, 4-point margin. Bears have a lot of work to do if they want to pull it back to at least a draw and take it to overtime with 40 seconds left. That is a goal every 10 seconds. You can get a goal in less than 10 seconds. But with the pressure here from TO3, it might be a bit hard to crack it with 30 seconds left. It is 6 points to TO3. Seem to be a little bit more conservative here and happy to just look after their goal with this healthy lead. Not really looking to strike off of their defensive counters there, but Dolly takes the ball forward to just clear trouble. Donkey and Teddy see an opportunity. I don't think they'll have enough time here in Game 4 with less than 10 seconds. 6 points to 2. Goal almost went in there for Dolly to put the nail in the coffin, but TO3 are not out, and they take it to a tiebreaker, winning that game on Farmstead. 6 points to 2. Archer Bobby 2-2-2. The over 30s. They've shown us this all season. What a fierce team, responding when they needed to.
Absolutely. TO3 do keep themselves in this match, and we are heading into the tiebreaker as I predicted again. It was so hard to choose who I was going to predict to take out this next game. So I'm still at that point. It's been absolutely neck and neck the whole way through. And I just want to point out TO3 in 2 of the games have had a 4-point margin, whereas the other 2 games have only been a 1-point margin. And Grizzly Bears took that. So maybe we could be seeing an overtime in this decider game, and maybe it might be the Grizzly Bears in that case because of that 1-point lead, or from what we can see in the trend so far with the score, TO3 could in fact come through with another big score, but we will see how this goes. I think the pressure is on, and that's definitely going to be playing on the minds of these players in this last game. Good luck in the tiebreaker. Thank you, Linksy, so much for having me in the commentating box.
Thank you, Archie Bobby, for joining me. I was going to ask you, who do you think's going to win now? We're here in the tiebreaker. You predicted it. And who do you think's going to win? It's the ultimate question after this game. We unfortunately will say goodbye to one team as Bears strike 12 seconds in after that setup from Donkey. The momentum they needed. We have 4 champions on Champions Field, and the Bears strike first blood here in this tiebreaker. 1-0, 4-minute 40 left on the clock. Plenty of time left for TO3 to respond and potentially take the game. That save from Teddy. That shot has great pace, but Dolly makes sure it goes in, and they take the battle up into the air with that aerial goal from the captain of TO3. Great response about 20 seconds after Bears scored the first goal of the game. Oh, Teddy with a great opportunity, sees it, but saved there by Fast. Donkey following it up, but the defense for TO3, incredible stuff from Dolly and Fast here tonight. Teddy meets his opponents in the middle, and lucky that ball veered over to the side because the Bears don't concede there, and they can set up their defense. Dolly and Bass have looked deadly going forward in games, particularly in that last game, 6 points to the Bears. Obviously not phased as they strike first blood. It's all equal here. 60 seconds into the tiebreaker, game 5. Bass going forward with the ball. Ball remaining in Grizzly corner there because of Donkey. Allowing the ball to go forward now is Teddy. Archie, I did want to ask, who do you think is going to win this match? You predicted... Oh, Fast! No way! Wow, the solo play! He took the game on all by himself. Up the wall. Remain calm and patient to just guide the ball in. TO3 take the lead. 2 points to 1. 3 minutes 35 on the clock. Archie, I do want to hear, who do you think's going to take this match? Don't let the score determine it.
My eyes are blind to the score right now. Look, I'm honestly thinking it's going to be close all the way to the end. I think we're going to make it into an overtime, and because of the results so far in this match, I do think the over 30s have that upper hand to potentially come in and take this game win. But the Grizzly Bears, they have shown the best Bears that we've seen all pilot season here in this match. So it's hard for me, but I am going to say over 30s in an overtime of the tiebreaker as Dolly scoring that goal for the over 30s. Wow.
What a tremendous setup from Fast, and Dolly striking at 97 k's an hour as Archie was placing her prediction, or sharing her prediction of who the winner would be. I think the Bears still have a really good shot with less than 3 minutes left. It's only a 2-point margin. If they can strike, they will see themselves in a much better position against this TO3 squad. Oh, Dolly, even though he got demoed, he still scores the goal for a hat-trick. TO3 putting the pressure on and asserting themselves on Champions Field after the Bears scoring goal 1. The Bears need to shut this momentum down now. We're just about to reach halfway through Game 5. Almost halfway through it. These players, one team, will be enjoying the last moments of their epic journey in the pilot season. As the Bears see this forward, they look to strike. Teddy's there, but Fast clears it. The TO3 squad really asserting themselves here in Game 5, but the Bears are not backing down. They just need to convert on the scoreboard with their incredible plays. TO3 are just looking after their goals so well, particularly in the last 2 games. The Bears had the momentum for Game 2 and Game 3. TO3 taking Game 4 and now currently leading 4-1 with 2 minutes left. 5-1 with 1 minute 50 left on the clock. TO3 extend their lead to 4 points. Now we know what the Bears are capable of. They can score goals in the final moments of their games, and we do usually see that come in the last minute to 2 minutes, and we're in that period for the Bears. So prepare to start seeing the Bear bombardment as the double demo. A great opportunity opens up and the connection missed as Fast and Dolly respawn to clear this ball for TO3. Teddy contends with 90 seconds left. It is a 4-point margin. The Bears need a strike here. Teddy with a great shot on goal, but it just missed, hitting that sidebar, and TO3 looking after their corridor, send it into the corner. 1 minute 15 left, 5 points won. The Bears, they need to stop this bleeding and strike. And Teddy, the captain, leads with an example. A great centering ball. Donkey's there to follow up. Teddy to keep flying the pressure, but just veering over to the corner. The Bears are pulling everything out. They are putting all pressure on the TO3, but they remain calm and composed, and Dolly takes it right down the corridor from the corner to flick it over Teddy and score another goal for the over 30. 6 points to 1. 56 seconds left on the clock. TO3 not holding back and asserting themselves over the Bears. Donkey gets the momentum with that kickoff win. Sends the ball for his captain. They could be in here, but a great touch from Bass. Maybe he interfered, but Teddy just missed that connection there as Dolly clears it for TO3. Donkey with a great touch and clearance. Sees the ball where they want it. 35 seconds left. Donkey with not a powerful enough touch, but demos Dolly there. 30 seconds left. 6 points to 1. TO3 lead this game by 5 points. 20 seconds left. They look to strike again. I think it might be a bit too big of a gap for the Grizzly Bears to make this comeback with 10 seconds left. 6 points to 1. The over 30s look to strike again, and they do. 7 points to 1 with 6 seconds left. They just put in the nail in the coffin now. TO3, after a fierce comeback from the Bears. TO3 7-1 here in Game 5 with 3 seconds left, and they look to strike again. Double tap attempt gone missing. TO3 claim in Game 5, 7 points to 1 over the Grizzly Bears, which sees the elimination scoreboard 3 points to 2 in favor of the over 30s. The over 30s are victorious, and they do progress to face the KFC boys in the 3rd elimination final. Unfortunately, after such a tremendous effort, the Grizzly Bears joining us from round 2, facing such fierce teams and against all odds, they continued to show up game in, game out, every minute, right down to the last second. You even saw it there. Even though they were 7 points to 1, 6 points down, they still gave it their absolute best. And their sportsmanship has been absolutely incredible. But unfortunately, we do say goodbye to the Grizzly Bears. In the ATL Rocket League pilot season, the over 30s have eliminated the fierce and wonderful Grizzly Bears. Congratulations, the over 30s. You survived to fight another round in the pilot season. And you go ahead to face the fierce KFC boys. Archer Bobby 222. Mixed emotions. We have to say goodbye to the wonderful Grizzly Bears. Unfortunately, it's part of the elimination final. But we'll get to see the development continue in this TO3 squad as they go to fight in another match against the KFC boys. What are your thoughts on that incredible match? And how are you feeling?
Thank you, Linksy, for having me here in the commentating box in this sorrow moment. We are saying goodbye to the Grizzly Bears, and it is a sad sight. However, we are sure to see the Grizzly Bears again on the ATL Rocket League field. I am sure of it. After their incredible performance in the pilot season, I have no doubt that coming together again and being a team on the ATL Rocket League pilot season once again is, I'm sure the Bears are looking forward to it. So it won't be our last goodbye, and that I am thankful for. Look, I just wanted to point out in that tiebreaker, in a sense, it was 50-50 in a few ways, and something that I pointed out right at the start of that game, it was either the TO3 were going to continue their streak of a high margin win, or it was going to be an extremely close Grizzly Bear win. And really, TO3 did come out on top in the end there, and it was such a fierce fight all the way until the end, and that final game was the biggest margin. And I do think that the Grizzly Bears, they knew how much was on the line, and you know, that stuff can definitely impact you, but you could see that the Grizzly Bears were putting that aside as best as they could, and they showed up absolute and for each other and for their opponents tonight in this elimination final. It was absolutely amazing to see. It kept us absolutely on the edge of our seats. I was absolutely blown away by these two teams and by the performance in the entire pilot season, and thank you, Grizzly Bears, for being here throughout your journey. And unfortunately, yes, for now, we will have to say goodbye. Thank you, Linksy, for having me in the commentating box. It's been a marvelous show to witness, and a sad one also. Absolutely.
Wow, what an epic way to commence the elimination finals. I'm speechless. It was just an incredible display of Rocket League esports. You know, we saw epic battles up in the air, in the ground, contests left, right, and center, fierce, aggressive plays from all four players. You can feel and you can see that every player gave it 110%, and they left everything on the field. An incredible display of esports and a remarkable display of sportsmanship between these teams. Now on your screen you can see the lower bracket journey and where we are at. TO3 victorious, progressing to the third elimination final and the last elimination final here in the pilot season against the KFC boys. Wow, they got a tough challenge in the KFC boys. The KFC boys have faced the Underbots to kickstart their pilot season finals, and then UVE. So versing some quality squads there. TO3 have versed Blackhawk Gaming and Grizzly Bears. So once again, two quality squads from both of them have no doubt set us up for an epic match. But only one of those two teams can progress to the lower bracket semi-final. And that semi-final is being rescheduled to the 19th of November, to occur on the 19th of November. So the teams that qualify have time to prepare, submit their teams and maps for that match. If you reach the semi-final in the lower bracket, you know you're playing in a decider. It just comes down to which one. So we have a bit of an idea starting to form out of who our grand finalists may be. We get closer and closer as each match occurs. And TO3 remain in the battle alongside the KFC boys, Underbots, Vikings, Blackhawks, and Ultraviolet Esports. Wow, the pulse-pounding journey of the ATL Rocket League Pilot Season Elimination Finals isn't reaching its conclusion just yet. We're diving back into the arena for more exhilarating matches that promise to redefine your esports experience. Yes, you heard it right. The adrenaline-fueled action continues to unfold. So, what can you do? Subscribe to our channel for an uninterrupted front row seat and ensure your notifications are tuned in for the excitement that awaits. And if you don't, Dolly will Brazil you 7-0 in Rocket League. As we say goodbye to the Grizzly Bears, we thank them greatly for their participation and their incredible unwavering support in this pilot season. Your efforts and showmanship were phenomenal and will always be looked back on fondly. Grizzly Bears, we look forward to seeing your return onto the ATL Rocket League field. But right now, it is goodbye for now in the ATL Rocket League 2023 pilot season. You guys had a remarkable run. Yes, it might not have been the results you wanted, but to be in the position on the standings that you guys were and to face teams the way that you did, it was absolutely remarkable to watch week in, week out. The spectacle doesn't fade away. It evolves. Connect with us on Discord, participate in discussions on our social media platforms, and navigate our website to stay immersed in the ongoing narrative of esports brilliance in Oceania. A heartfelt thank you to our unwavering supporters, outstanding players, resilient teams, and our esteemed sponsors. Your dedication and support remain the driving force behind the continuous success of this esports odyssey. And I want to give a special shout out to the fans and spectators that tune in, game out to be here for your teams and get them over the line. Get ready for an extended journey into the heart of esports greatness. Until our paths cross again this Sunday, the 12th of November, in the ATL Rocket League Pilot Season Finals, this is C3 signing off with anticipation for the next wave of excellence in finals. Game on, stay grounded, and embrace the unfolding chapters of this extraordinary esports narrative.